But I took mom to Home Depot just to help her out with, the caulking on your floor, right?
Yeah, for tile and stuff.
Yeah. So I took her to Home Depot, and I didn't know where anything was, so I figured I'd ask for some help. So I walked over to the dude, and without even thinking, you know what I said?
Give me your strongest cock.
What's My mom is looking for the best caulking.
Oh, that's
Where's
nasty.
everyone? Welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. We are your hosts, Matthew Kickletter, or MK Warhammer if you MK Warhammer 0311 if you know me on Twitch. This is
Scottsdale 87. On Instagram, there's an underscore between Scottsdale and 87, though.
there's
A bottom underscore.
yeah, he's just now getting used to that. By the way, normally it's just been Scottsdale 87.
No, I'm actually going to see if I can change that.
So like from all 11 podcasts now, I've been having to fix up the fucking audio, fix up the correction about like social medias.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
this is the one to where we're all fixed or all fucked.
Scottsdale 87 on Twitter and Twitch. Scottsdale underscore 87 on Instagram.
Audio gods, please don't fuck us because I know a couple episodes ago my end sounded really fucked.
Do you remember the last time we tried to do a podcast and my power went out and it wasn't even storming that bad? It was just like it flickered, it flickered, it flickered, it flickered. My computer went off 4 times. It's like, and then it went off and then it came right back on.
Yeah,
Mid recording.
like it. There were several times to where audio and visual fucked us all over. I mean, no
That
loop.
is. Didn't even take us out to dinner.
Like,
At least a cheeseburger.
has Amazon even has Twitter taken you out to dinner yet?
No.
After fucking you.
No. No, I am still not. No.
That
Nope.
because here's the thing too, is that this is a topic that we both kind of want to get onto.
No tacos for me.
Yeah, right. No Twitter taco. Like
No Twitter tacos.
everyone's so afraid to being blocked off of Twitter and all that stuff.
I
Twitter,
don't care.
Twitter's more along the line like, oh, we're open, we're uh, flexible, whatever they like to say.
You know what pisses me off the most about Twitter is
What?
I can see a pair of uncensored titties on Twitter, but I can't say how I feel about a certain subject.
Yeah.
You look up baddies on Twitter because I was looking up baddie one time on Twitter.
Yeah.
You look up baddie on Twitter. Don't look up baddie on Twitter.
It has to be baddie streams.
Yeah, don't look up baddie. It has to be baddie streams. Don't look up baddie, especially if you're around your family. It's just a side of fucking Twitter I didn't know existed. But you don't have freedom of speech. Like,
There could be different versions of a baddie when you try to explain it of a certain orange haired, long haired person
yeah.
with a
My okay.
with a big bushy beard or a big bushy something.
My biggest beef with Twitter isn't just with Twitter, it's Twitter and the left. I am not inherently a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I'm like kind of in the middle on things right now because everyone's kind of retarded. Um, my biggest thing is that so Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
You know, Elon Musk he's a pioneer. He's an interesting guy. If you watch him on Joe Rogan, he's just an interesting dude. Okay,
Yeah.
bare bones, interesting dude. He wants to buy Twitter for 44 billion or whatever, and he's opening the whole channel for free speech. And everything that I've heard on every news outlet that is predominantly leftist leaning is like Elon Musk buying Twitter and advocating for free speech is a dangerous thing. And I'm like, how? And they're like, from what I hear, it's just going to open up channels for hate speech, hate speech, hate speech. You know, there's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like everybody who is a Democrat or left leaning is scared of the truth, and the truth is we don't fucking believe anything that's going on. We know what's really going on, and we're able to voice that because of the men and women who have fought and died for us for the last 300 some odd years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our democracy is close to like the 300-year mark, and actually it's not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, democracy. Democracy is democracy nowadays is a very warped word. The United States is not a democracy. Let me make that very clear to people. We are a constitutional republic. That doesn't mean like we're just Republican, but our laws are based around our Constitution. You have the right to free speech. You have the right to bear arms. You have a right to fair trial by jury of your peers. Was it Magna Carta? No. Not Magna Carta. Juris Dei or some shit like that. Like, you have those based on our Constitution, and we have our Constitution because some good old boys were like, hey, this is fucked up, you can't do this, and hurrah, we're gonna go against you. And, we have those freedoms now that they didn't have 300-400 years ago. You couldn't be Muslim in a different... Go ahead.
Are you more Jeffersonian or Hamiltonian?
I would say I'm more Washington. I'm more on the Washington side of politics. I believe in I believe in fair representation.
Yeah.
I believe in fair taxes.
Yeah.
But I don't think our government has our best interest at hand, and I'm all for, some kind of revision. And that's exactly what Washington and his boys were about, It's only treason if you lose.
And I'm just gonna sorry, a little sidetrack. I'm kind of both between Washington and not Jeffersonian, Hamiltonian, because Hamilton wanted to minimize, not give the government power in areas to where they had like small little creeks. So say like if they wanted it more state to state powers, as to where Jefferson wanted it more centralized.
Yeah, I want to give you a little bit of interesting information that I've had for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Did you know that before the U.S. Mint and the Treasury Department, Americans kept 100% of their earnings for their job? And we still had roads, we still had schools, hospitals, universities, libraries, and public works. And it wasn't based on taxpayer funding.
Yeah.
And it still worked. And then the Treasury Department came along, and guess what? Now you pay more taxes than you get back every year. You're bailing out college kids now. Do you know how much this bailout's going to cost you in the long run?
Tons.
$420 billion. Billion with a B as in boy. because people spent out like me. People like me spent thousands of dollars on a degree that doesn't mean shit now. And now I'm in debt. My debt is low, but I'm still in debt. This whole everything that's going on right now is exactly why Washington was dropping bodies. I
Yeah.
said what I said, and anybody can fight me on that one.
Here's the thing too, and not to say that some certain people they shouldn't have. I'm not gonna say they can't have kids, but there are some certain people that shouldn't have kids. If you
Say
can't,
it. We're all about free speech here, but if you want to say it, say it.
if you can't, where am I gonna go with this? So if you can't help raise a child to where it's educated enough where they notice the difference between one. I've heard the question several times, and several people get it misconstrued so bad, even adults. I've heard the question, when was the War of 1812?
Are you actually asking me that question?
No, I've heard, well, I'm saying, like, I've heard several
Okay, I was
people,
making sure.
I've heard several people say, wasn't that between Nazi and America? That's World War II. World War II was 1930s, 1940s, that time frame.
Yeah.
The war in 1812 was in the War of 1812. You're fucking
Yeah.
here trying to tell me what my rights are, trying to take them away, yet you don't have any fucking clue about what American history is and why the fourth thing is like the 14th Amendment, the Second Amendment, First Amendment was all
A
for.
lot of people don't even know the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah.
Like I've asked people before, like, do you know? I've gotten to arguments with people about being a constitutional republic and whatnot, and I've asked them like, do you know what your Fifth Amendment right is? What about your Third Amendment right? And that's easy. What about your Second and First? Your First is protected by your Second.
Yes.
Your Second is protected by the Third, Fourth, and Fifth. Go figure. You shoot somebody in self-defense, you have a right to fair trial by a jury of your peers.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. It goes for anybody. It doesn't matter about your color.
Yeah.
My privilege isn't based on the past. My privilege is based on the fact that I'm American.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that stops. It has nothing to do with color. Anybody of color has the same rights I do. It's your decisions and what you make of yourself. That's it. That's it. You can choose to be a doctor. You can choose to be a lawyer. You can choose to be a gang member. You can choose to be a thug. You can choose to be an entrepreneur. You can choose to be an absolute loser and a crackhead. It's all choice. It's not about. It's about the people you have around you. If you have somebody telling you, Matt, that you can start a business and you can be successful, and you have people around you that are telling you that, what's going to happen? You're eventually going to be successful.
Yeah.
If you have people around you who are dragging you down, telling you that you can only do this, 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 and this because based on your skin color or the area that you live in, that's all you're going to do because that's all you've been hyped up to do is this, this, and this, which is all wrong. Or you could have done this, this, and this, which, you know, may put you on the path to legitimate money, may put you on the path to having healthcare, life insurance, a family that is secure, you know?
Yeah.
It's choice.
Yeah, and yeah, and I'll use a great example for this. Ben Carson.
Exactly. Oh my God. Exactly. Barack Obama. Barack Obama. You want to talk about examples? Barack motherfucking Obama.
He was,
Michelle Obama.
yeah, but the reason why I mentioned, well, Ben Carson, he was in a tough situation to where he literally became one of the best neurosurgeons out there. Brain surgery, damn good job with brain surgery.
If I'm correct, he came from like low income area, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah. See, perfect example.
and he busted his ass to get exactly where he needed to be. And here's where I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. Going back to
Go
your
for it.
going back to your statement with um, Elon Musk. It's not only just Elon Musk, neither. Donald J. Trump.
Go with it, man. Go with it.
So a lot there, and I'm not pro Trump by any means necessary, but I can snuff out bullshit a mile away with this fucking.
Oh yeah.
There, people for the longest time. Oh, I'm sick of politicians and sick of all this shit.
Yeah.
Trump came into it as a businessman.
He ran it like a business.
Yeah, and that which was what Americans needed, because look how fucked we were. Gas prices were pretty low for us due to for what Trump has done during that time.
Yeah.
And I will say
Gas
this.
is high out here.
I will say this. There are a lot of people with fucking sand in their vages because of how butthurt that they get with words.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the facts. Some people can sound pretty dumb, but some people get butthurt with words easily.
Do you know who Tom McDonald is?
Yeah, he's a great rapper.
He's a great artist. Like I don't even consider him a rapper. He's a great artist. He really is, and he does this shit independently, and I think that's pretty fucking cool. The term, there's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. That's him. That he said that, and that's why it sticks out. But it's true. Everyone's choosing to get hurt over something somebody says or something somebody does. That's a choice.
Yeah.
When I was talking about choices and all the choices that you could make, that's a choice. You're choosing to get hurt about what he said. I don't give a shit.
And I'll say it this way. I despise.
Oh, no. You froze.
What about now? Am I back now?
Yeah.
I'll say it this way.
You were like,
I'll say it this way. Is that I despise Adolf Hitler. I don't like what he did. But I'm not gonna I wouldn't hold him against how he felt with his sayings or speech or anything. Because then if I were to do that, then someone could do the exact same thing with me if I disagreed with what I said.
yeah, I mean, no one in this world is going to like you all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And people need to get over it. Like, people just need to stop being so fucking soft. No more participation trophy bullshit.
Yeah.
Just get off your fucking ass and get shit done. Like, I don't want to drive around every day in the fucking snow, but that's coming up. I don't want to be delivering packages in the fucking snow, but you know what? It's got to be done, and hey, I'm getting paid pretty well for it, and it's got to be done. It's my job.
Yeah.
I can say I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it.
You just got to remember
That's a choice.
your reason why, too.
That's a choice. Exactly. It's a choice. I could take a different job. Like I'm on the track of like getting back into school for canine training. Okay. On the side of what we do with Article 1776, like I love dogs. I love working with dogs. Dogs don't scare me. I'm not worried about them. Mm-hmm. That's a choice. So on top of what I'm doing with Amazon, that's a choice, and I'm making these choices to set my family up for success, to set me up for success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that hard work in. I'm gonna tell you this: the working man is not a fool. The working man is a fucking god. Anybody can pull a fucking trigger. Anybody can rob somebody. Anybody can hurt somebody. That's not a tough guy. The working man is a tough guy. Anybody who's going to get up out of bed and do all the hard shit every day in and day out to make shit work for himself and for the world, that's a motherfucker right there.
Well, I will go into saying this. Anyone can pull a trigger, yes, but it would have to take a knowledgeable person about learning how to load that pew-pew.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
here's the thing too. There's a fine difference between that. Someone has to be willing to take a hold of that knowledge. Not everyone in this world knows everything. If they did, uh, everyone would be successful. Everyone would do that, or everyone would be on a mediocre.
Yeah. I have I teach my kids this.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned this from a book called Tao, The Art of Man.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge is not power. I know we've all heard it. Knowledge is power, knowledge is power, knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Application of knowledge is power. You can sit there and study something and know everything that book tells you, but if you can't apply it in the field, if you can't apply it in everyday life, if you can't apply it to what you're doing, all that knowledge you have is basically just wasted fucking space in your head,
Mm-hmm.
and it was worthless. If I'm gonna buy a new gun and I'm gonna learn how to take it apart, clean it, service it, and all that stuff, if I can't use that in the field if something goes wrong, or if I'm camping and using some type of tool or equipment and don't know how to use it, or I know how to use it but can't actually use it to get it to work, and what the fuck did I spend all my time wasting in? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking choices, man. Everything is fucking choices.
And
Make good choices.
yeah, that's why
Do
I
better.
prefer to constantly study new things, and then that way I could make it applicable for my everyday life, such as things as
Ooh,
like.
look at you, big words.
So, I are smart. We're me crayon.
I are Marine. Me word. Me make word.
Me make funny.
Me want Crayola. I are Marine.
Ah.
I are Marine.
Tennis go bang. Oh shit.
Kurt go bang.
By the way, cheers. Black Rifle, good stuff. But oh, and that's interesting too. I, I was, and I was having a car ride not too long ago with a couple, and so they were telling me a story about one of their friends that were having a suicide and like acting very suicidal. They just lost someone, all this other stuff. I'm not gonna put their story out. What was that?
I have a mark on my camera.
I see the mark on my screen.
Is it brown? Stop wiping your ass with your computer.
It's when everything went dark. No, but no,
Oh man, I would hate to see that on the stream one day. Just, uh,
just shit just going down.
downtown Brown. It'd be downtown Matty Brown.
So no, I was doing a car ride with a nice couple that were talking to me, and they were saying something about how their friend was suicidal, and I mentioned they found out I was a veteran. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and I told them that, you know, they asked me how would I deal personally for situations to where a veteran is feeling suicidal or is homeless or anything else like that. I said, and I'm me. This is just the answer is coming from me. I'm not answering for everyone,
Yeah.
but it goes into like what you said earlier. You get them around a person that has kind of like-minded, but in a situation that they would see as to how they succeeded in business or done what they've done throughout life, to say, yeah, I've been blown up, yeah, I've been burned up, I'm an amputee, but still life isn't bad. uh,
Be worse. You
yeah,
could be dead.
like guys like Crispy Omar Avila, you guys got even better also as well, not better, but uh, Corporal Kyle Carpenter he took a grenade and most of his body was blown to fucking bits. He had to get surgery.
Yeah.
Medal of Honor recipient. If you take a look at his Instagram and his YouTube and all that stuff, he's still living life. He's still living
Yeah.
life to this very day. He went to college at South Carolina. But I think he studied up psychology. You got all these people that had bad shit going throughout their life, but yet they're not acting as victims. I think that it's apropos to have people like that stick around people like that to show that, okay, the worst of the situation has gone on, but here are people that I could follow that see like they've gone through some really bad shit.
Yeah.
And that helps out with the mentality, that helps out with everything. That's why I say, like, if you're feeling down in the slumps, if you feel like you're being treated horribly, get around people that are saying that being productive is a good way to go, going towards their goals. You know, crowds like that, making people laugh.
Yeah, like it's yeah, absolutely. Like if I honestly think that if he who shall not be named and you had been going down the same road, if you hadn't when you kind of split from the crew a while back,
Yeah.
that was good for you. No, I was salty at first. I didn't understand why, but you took yourself out of a bad situation and you put yourself around people that are there to bring you up.
Yeah.
Right? That's why we started this, and you know, look where he is now. Look where we are now.
Yeah.
He chose to put himself with people that bring him down, and that's fine. That's what he wanted. Okay. You just, it's about who you have around you. It's about your own. Sorry. It's about your own personal choices and who you have around you, and that's it. I mean, I can't stress that enough. It's self accountability, and you know the people you put around you.
There wouldn't be a day in my mind to where if the apocalypse happened, I would go down to your house.
Hey, there's plenty of woods up here, bro.
I would have to take Mom and Shacker up into one of the wooden cabins, but
I'm sure we'll find one out here.
I mean, she's got a 22, but she
She could squirrel hunt.
yeah. She, oh my God! So I felt so weird. Just by saying this, I mentioned this a while back, but I took Mom to Home Depot just to help her out with, you know, the caulking on your floor, right?
Yeah, for tile and stuff.
Yeah. So I took her to Home Depot, and I didn't know where anything was, so I figured I'd ask for some help. So I walked over to the dude, and without even thinking, you know what I said?
Give me your strongest cock.
My mom is looking for the best caulking.
Oh, that's nasty.
Where's the best caulking?
That's nasty. No, that's nasty.
The both on myself and the employee's face. But I think you need.
It's like my mom needs the best caulking. I'm sorry. What did you say?
He took his hat and scratched off his head, like
You're like,
literally.
Not here.
The look on my face as soon as I said it was like, oh, no,
You know,
for her tile.
my mom told me this one time. I was like 17, and I went down to Florida to visit her. And this lady my mom knows, she's the lady, not my mom. The lady's a streetwalker. Yeah. She's a day walker. She doesn't just work at night. She's a day walker. She was talking to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, your son's so handsome." She goes, maybe I should try to take him home one night. And apparently, I looked at her and I said, no, thank you, ma'am. I like my women with all their teeth.
What'd she say?
She goes, I can't believe he would say something like that. And I looked at her and said, really? Because I could.
I don't want a chance to hepatitis A through Z.
Fucking herpagonitis syphilids.
Next thing you know, you be coming out bread.
Do you remember the episode of Family Guy where they were trying to get Quagmire infected with every disease known to man?
Yeah.
And like this is like he's like this is literally every disease known to man plus one, and he like sticks him with it. He's like, nah, I got nothing. And his face all fucking swells up. That's what I feel like herpagonitis syphilids would feel like.
Turning all purple and shit.
Just fucking balloon up, veins all popping and shit, capillaries just like firing off and crap. Just
You know one thing.
we're like a fucking hot dog.
You know one thing I'm very proud of for them. Family Guy hasn't even changed up their senses. They didn't change up their wording one bit.
I have not watched it in several years.
So Family Guy was it South Park had to remember the motorcycle.
South Park still goes hard, dude.
Yeah.
South Park still goes hard.
But if release episodes like on Comedy Central, they still have to censor it out. But
oh yeah.
So like, remember the motorcycle one?
Blah 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 blah. They're not listening to us. I think we need to do it louder. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that one. They had to blurt out what Cartman said.
Yeah, I remember. Oh no, that was good though. That was good. That was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I'm proud of episodes like Family or series like Family Guy that is not blurring out stuff for.
My two favorite South Park episodes. I'll save the best one for last, but the first one is when Cartman does a report on gingers and how gingers are bad. They're called daywalkers and stuff. So the boys break into Cartman's bedroom, and Kyle's like, I want to do it. And he knocks Cartman out, but he hits him in the face. And like Cartman talks a little bit in his sleep, and then Kyle hits him again, and then hits him like 3 or 4 more times. And Stan's like, I think he's out. Kyle goes, whap! Gets one more in. So Cartman's completely out, and they dye his hair red, and like henna tattoo freckles on his face, so, like he's ginger. That's like one of my favorite ones, and my second favorite one is when Tom Cruise is in the closet.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And then it's like Tom Cruise and John Travolta get into the closet, and then R. Kelly comes and he's like, and I'm gonna shoot my gun. And he's like, oh, this is actually a pretty big closet. And they're like, yeah. They're like, Tom Cruise and John Travolta won't come out of the closet.
Oh my god! So not too long ago I saw a meme that had a handicapped van in front of it. It says,
That's not the funny part.
It says hi on the meme. It says hi. My name is, and then on the license plate it says Timmy.
I had a cat I named Timmy because he was spastic. It was the cat. I named him after Timmy of South Park. There was nothing wrong with the cat. Okay, physically and mentally physically there was nothing wrong with the cat.
I can see him.
Mentally,
the cat just walking on by getting the cat food. Timmy.
So he would like walk, and then he would just like, so he would walk, and then he would like freak out and like jump to the side.
Timmy.
And then like it's just like he'd like have a Timmy moment, and then he'd like keep walking, and then he'd have like another Tism moment, and then he'd just keep walking, and nothing was fucking with this cat. He was just like, I'm okay. Strangest fucking cat I ever had.
join us over at Article 1776 podcast, where we get to fucking talk about retarded cats and
I mean,
man,
yeah.
this one retarded pussy cat.
I feel like that's violating something.
Who have we not pissed off yet?
Oh.
I mean, we haven't pissed off the Hindus, the Jews.
You know, that was actually my first response. I wasn't gonna say it, so I mean, I could draw a picture of Muhammad real quick.
No, I'm good. I already feel like I'm burning in church, so.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. I don't know.
Last time, no, like, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it's the amount of sin that I've done. Fuck, I'm not a perfect person, but.
The last time we were in a church together, yeah, I felt real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm not too sure if it's the body heat or I'm fucked. And like,
I was like, is it kind of warm in here? I'm not even wearing a tie. I feel bad for the dude, but still, fuck him.
yeah,
Not the dude who was in the church while we were there, but like the other guy.
yeah, that other fuckhead.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
But no, it's a sad thing for people that are going down that one road and just keep on going down and going. It's a fucking echo chamber. It's what it is.
It's exactly what he's in. He's in a fucking echo chamber, and it pisses me off.
And
I want to strangle him with a zip tie.
theoretically, YouTube, theoretically,
Well, I mean, who were you hurting with that? A mouse? Like, I can't do nothing with that. Who am I?
That could be turned into a kink. So I don't know.
You've just ruined zip ties for me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I ain't in here.
Shit. Evie listens to this podcast. What you
Oh my God! Please don't listen to this podcast. I'd be single.
If you guys talk about on there, welcome.
The same thing we talk about.
Like coffee or
she thinks I'm a horn dog. I'm like, I can't help it. You're beautiful. What do you want from me?
Aw. You're looking at her like saying, I pinch those cheeks, and then she's looking at you like, which cheeks?
I'd tap that. No, I don't. Okay, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
So like when you're in a relationship, you still look. You look. I see. There's women everywhere. I don't. I've kind of stopped looking. Like I'm at a point in life where I'm just like, yes, this is where I want. This is where I want to be. If I can't be anywhere, I want to be right here. So.
I've run into some girls that would look to other girls where it's like.
I mean, she does. It's fine.
Like I've seen situations where she has a nice ass, but her boobs kind of lopsided.
Well, honestly, you'll never find two boobs that are perfect unless they're implants.
Even then, they have a scuff up.
Well, yeah, they got the whole zipper thing at the bottom.
Yeah, or the under tuck thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that. Nope. You give me all natural.
Yeah, and here's what's unique about me.
I could never hold a pair of fake titties.
I'm more of a thigh type of guy.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Oh yeah.
I like the girl's thighs.
I'm a leg guy.
But also as well, I love a girl's eyes, and I'm not meaning it for code for anything else.
I love your eyes. Can I keep them?
No, but no, Jesus. My date called me next and says, "Yeah, I don't see this working out. I need my eyes back." I'm fucking done with dating.
There's no more internet for you today.
No, I like
There's no more internet for you.
fuck. Like no. I'm like seriously. I'm into. Other guys would say like boobs or ass or something like that. It's nice.
Yeah.
They're like nice eyes. You know, if the girl's got a nice eyes, pretty smile, I'm down for it. Like
The smile radiates off the eyes, and that's just.
yeah, and the personality too. You could have the most beautiful set of ass and tits and eyes, but you can be a beautiful person on the outside.
And just a dumpster fire on the inside.
Yeah, that's what instantaneously cuts me off. If you can't hold a conversation, you know, like we can. Okay, so if I can have, if I say R.I.P. Pluto, what would you pick up off of that?
The fact that Pluto was the planet,
Yeah,
that's about it. Now it's apparently not.
yeah, it's weird. It was cut it back. It was cut off back in 2012, and that's weird because we were taught throughout all this time. Now it's been a planet. Now it's non-existent, and we got Planet X for some reason.
It's an exoplanet.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay, and here's another thing.
Compared to Earth, they're all exoplanets, you assholes.
Yeah, what's the next galaxy? The galaxy next to us?
Um, Hang on. It's
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
no, I can't remember the name of the galaxy, but I know that's where Kepler B25 is apparently.
Andromeda.
Yeah, that's fuck, dude. That was there, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong.
Yeah, Andromeda. So if girls can't hold up conversations until it can be funny, it be intellectual.
Look, we're dudes and we know that shit. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, like have an intellectual conversation. I don't give a fuck what Kylie Jenner does. Like
Who? Who?
big lips.
I don't. I don't know that name. That name doesn't ring a bell.
But tabloid shit is what I'm trying to say. I'm not interested in tabloid shit. I'm
Oh yeah,
interested
we
in your
go.
knowledge, like what.
Oh, you used to piss me off all the time. My ex used to watch that fucking stupid shit, 16 and pregnant and teen mom and shit.
Nah, I
But
can't.
she would let her 5-year-old daughter watch that shit. Not my daughter. That was a fucking no.
Yeah,
But her other daughter would watch that shit, and it was just like, and she would want to watch that shit on her own.
yeah.
So it was like, no, that was the stupidest shit ever. Should not be glorifying teenage moms.
One show I will never ever get. I'm never ever a big fan of is 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, that was stupid too. That was stupid.
Because here's the thing: if a dude or a girl is doing something fishy to where you're sending them money and they're not doing shit back, like what the
Oh
fuck?
fuck no.
So
See,
why would people keep it around that much? Are they feeling
my
that
friends,
desperate?
my friend's mom got roped into some fucking scheme like that before.
Yeah,
Like she was printing out checks for this dude and signing them and sending them to people. Apparently, he was some civil engineer in Turkey. He was from Canada, lived in the States. He was in Turkey, and he was like, it was all kinds of shady shit. Oh my god, all kinds of shady shit. And then he ended up like ghosting her and shit.
see, that's one thing
All
I don't
all shady money and shit, dude.
get. That's one thing, and one thing, one thing you know is not shady is a
Article
freedom loving.
1776.
Yes, Article 1776. We will not gyp you of your money, and a portion of the proceeds go to help out with charitable organizations. Anything patriot or veteran owned organizations to help out with the awesome community. So, guys, head on over to article1776.com. You can get the ammo space shirt that you have here. My titties.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can't get the titties. The titties do not come with the shirt.
You can't have my ass, no. But head on over to article1776.com where you get the clothes of freedom. And
Yeah.
so, Scottsdale, what are your socials?
Scottsdale_87 on Instagram. Scottsdale87 on Twitch and Twitter, and soon to be YouTube. I'm going to be starting a camping series soon.
Good shit. And I am...
Camping, survival stuff, all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, definitely go check that shit out. I am Matthew Kicklighter. You can find me on... You can find me on Twitch as MKWarhammer0311. You can find me on Instagram at KicklighterMatthew1988. You can also find the company Article 1776 at Instagram.com/Article 1776 clothing.
Can I make a small plug real quick?
Yeah.
Shout out to my lady Evie. She started her own company. She makes hats, scarves, beanies, all kinds of stuff. Go check her out at Evie Knits. On Instagram, EEVEEKNITS, Evie Knits.
Tell you what,
Thank you.
send me a link to her stuff. I'll put it in the description for her YouTube channel.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. She takes custom orders, by the way.
She helps us out. We'll help her out.
Oh yeah.
So, again, I said Article 1776, Instagram.com/Article 1776, and you can find us on Twitter, Titty-Twit.
Twatter. I think it was right, Twatter.
Yeah. Find our company at twitter.com/Article 1776 CLO1. And so, guys, freedom the fuck on. Thank you for watching the podcast. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And freedom the fuck on.